Hey friends, welcome back to Simply Home and Harvest. I'm Jen if you're new here, and a Merry Christmas. This is actually the day after Christmas. Hopefully this video will go out to you pretty soon, but today I happened to make it to a few stores for their after Christmas sales, and I thought I would share with you my haul, what we picked up today. Not a lot, but actually I wasn't planning to go out at all. My daughter needed to go out to get something, and I decided to tag along, and then it turned into a whole family affair. Tim wanted to come too, then he wanted to go to Sam's Club, and we wanted to go to Hobby Lobby. Then I hit Michael's up, and anywhere else, I think that's it. So I decided to call it quits and come home because I didn't want to spend all my money. But there are some good sales out there, so I wanted to show you the items we picked up today. Now, I really don't need anything when it comes to decor, but I'm going to talk about these guys behind me really quick because before Christmas, actually a couple weeks before Christmas, I had seen these at Hobby Lobby. And I thought, I wonder what they would look like on either side of our front door, outside, like, you know, up against the siding. And I'm not really a big Nutcracker fan. It's not something I've ever used in decor, but for some reason, you know, every year there's something that kind of stands out to you a little bit. And so this year it was the Nutcrackers. So I decided that if these were still in the store after Christmas and marked down considerably, that I would consider buying them for the front porch. And so when we got there today, they only had a couple of these left, with the soldier hat and the white hair. The other ones had like a crown on them. And they had the darker hair, and I don't know. I just felt like this one was more traditional. So I decided to go with these. So we'll start today with our Hobby Lobby haul. Everything in Hobby Lobby that is Christmas or Christmas shop is 60% off right now. Now, I suspect that they will drop the price or the percentage off even more, probably starting next week. I'm guessing it will go to maybe 75% off. That's my suspicion, but I really don't know for sure. Right now, I know that it's 60% off. So these guys, and let me see if I can get back far enough to show you, or I'll hold them like this. Let's see, they are about, I don't know if there's dimensions on these or not. Yeah, they're called porch leaners, and it says they are 11 by 47.4 inches tall. So this is just shy of 4 feet, but I've already kind of played with them a little bit on the front porch, and I know they're going to be super cute for next year. So look forward to next year's decor outside. I may make some changes. I might take this little gemstone off, maybe do some greenery or something right there. But I thought they were super cute. So let's see. They were $27.99. Get my receipt here. $27.99. I got 2 of them, and they ended up being $22.40 for both, so $11.20 a piece, and I think that's a pretty good deal for these little nutcrackers. So like I said, I'm excited to use those in my decor next year. You'll have to stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out, and you can see what we do with those next year. I will say I was tempted to just go ahead and put them out for the remaining few days, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be excited for next year. All right, let's see what else we got from Hobby Lobby. Now, I would have liked to have found some shirt boxes, but most all the boxes were picked over. I try to reuse my boxes from year to year, and I think we did pretty good trying to salvage those from where everyone opened presents this year. So I think I'm good there, but I did need more tissue paper. So I picked up a pack of this tissue paper. I did use this one this year for our packages. So you see it's got 3 different options there. You get 60 in this, regular $4.99, but at 60% off, gotta find them, let's see. This ended up being $2. So 60 count for $2. It's not your typical great deal because the prices of everything has gone up, but you know, just to have an extra pack on hand, I already did have a little bit left over from next year. I'll be happy to have that for the next season. I also like giving homemade treats, so I picked up a couple of these little bags. Now they're only $1.99 for 20, and so I got 2 of them. So 60% off there was 80 cents a piece. So not bad to already have those on hand. I did use up my whole stash this year, so I will have those to use for next year, and that will be nice. And you know, that's another thing I told myself this year, that things are normally 50% off at Hobby Lobby anyway at the beginning of the season, as early as September, October. So I'm not going to just try to like buy up everything. I'm going to wait and get what I really like. And you know, if I have to spend $2 or $3 extra, that's okay. I won't have to store it. So that's up to you. If you got the place to store stuff, go ahead and buy everything after Christmas, so that you can, you know, save money, because that's important too. But if you don't want to fool with storage, then Hobby Lobby really has good deals, you know, even before Christmas. All right, next, y'all, I thought these were so adorable. And I did pay a little bit more than I typically would, but Ella reminded me that this is only $1 a spoon. These little, it's like a bistro, probably for like a charcuterie board or something, but the little spoons with the gingerbread man on top, they were regular $9.99. They ended up being $4, so $1 a spoon, but I thought I would always give apple butter and different jams and stuff every year. I'm also thinking about doing sugar scrubs. So anyway, I'll just include these in my little gift baskets, and I thought they were adorable. I really couldn't leave without them. All right, next up, I just happened to pass by these, and they were just laying there with no markings on them, but then I did find one. So these are actually placemats, but they are wooden snowflakes, and they don't have any hooks on them at all, just a cut out wooden snowflake. You can see how large they are, pretty significant. So I ended up getting 4 of these, which is all they had left. But this is, like I said, I found one that had a tag on it. This is a placemat. They are from the Robert Stanley collection, and they were $8.99 originally. So they rung up $3.60 each. And I don't know that I will use them for placemats. I'm thinking more like decoration. I thought like in my shelves over on the coffee bar. I also decorate for the winter season. So I will have these out in the next week or so, and just let them ride, you know, through the winter season. But that's an idea. You know, I'm always looking for winter decor too, not just after Christmas, but this is something that you can use, you know, further into the season. So my ideas are maybe to suspend them, hang them, take some hot glue and maybe do like some rope, and that could be a door hanging, get a sign, maybe print off a sign that says welcome or let it snow, and this would be a door hanging. So I could even do it as a gift for somebody next year. So lots of different options there, but I thought for $3.60, I'll take all 4. So we'll have fun coming up with something creative with these. All right, and then the last thing I picked up at Hobby Lobby, I'm only going to unwrap one to show you, but I mentioned that next year I'd like to make maybe like some hand scrubs to give as gifts, like the sugar scrubs, rather that you use on your hand. And they had these, this is not part of the Christmas decor, but a lot of their other just like home goods, frames, pictures, things that set up, a lot of them are being clearance, I guess, to make room for all of the spring things. So this was actually half price, and I got it for $3.24. But I picked up a few of these because it's got the suction lid on it. I don't know if you can tell that. Anyway, I thought they would be perfect for the little sugar scrub. So that's the idea there. I will have to store these until next year. And I may actually not even do these for Christmas. Maybe I'll make up some and give them as Mother's Day gifts or birthday gifts, you know? But I just thought they had a whole lot more, but I only picked up 4. I think I picked up 4 of them. But I think that was a good deal for what it was. All right, so next up is Michael's, and I was really good at Michael's. I didn't spend hardly any money. I did happen to get something at Michael's that I had been looking for. You would not believe how hard it was to find a wired, just pretty satin red ribbon, just plain red ribbon. So Michael's had this one 80 feet for $24.99, and everything Christmas related at Michael's is at least 60% off. All of your Ashland decor was 70% off, but this one was 60% off. And so for 80 feet of ribbon that I needed, and I'll be able to use them on all the wreaths on our windows and everything, I paid $10 for this. And the reason I say that this is a good deal, even though that sounds like a lot for ribbon, this is 80 feet. So they also sold it by the 20-foot spools. And those were going to be, by the time they were marked down, they were going to be $5. Let's see, they were $12.99 and it was 6% off. So $5, I think it was like $5.20 maybe for the 20 feet of ribbon. This is 80 feet. So 4 of those would equal one of these, which would have been like close to $21. And so we got this one for $10. So to me, that's a score and a really good deal. And who doesn't need red ribbon at Christmas time? All right, now we went to Sam's. Like I said, Tim wanted to go to Sam's. I wasn't planning to go. Once we got there, I got really excited, started filling the cart up. So I really tried to make an extra effort only to get the things that I need, except for them. That's not something I needed, or the placemats. But, sometimes those things just happen to jump into your cart as well. All right, so Sam's Club. Now, every year Tim gets me a calendar, and I love the Lane calendars that has the beautiful artwork by Susan Wingate. And this one looks very similar to last year's calendar, but the pictures are different. I wanted to look real quick and make sure this was the 2025 calendar, not 2024, but this is 2025. So anyway, the pictures are different. They only had one left at Sam's, and he gets one for me every year. So he was like, hurry up and get that one. But it looks so similar to my calendar from last year. So let's see. Let's just go to December and see what that one looks like, so I can tell if it's different. Oh yeah, the one I have now has like horses on it. So this one is the red birds with the poinsettias. But the artwork is so beautiful. I enjoy turning the calendar page just to see what's next. This is what January looks like. So beautiful little snowman there, but I love these calendars, and so I was happy to pick one up. Regular price, of course, on calendars, $12.36, and he said that's exactly what he paid for it last year, so no price change there. All right, the other thing we picked up, or one of the other things, is they had Christmas cards at Sam's. Now, most of them were a 35 count, and they were so pretty. I'll have to show you the ones that Ella got, because hers were gorgeous too. Maybe I'll get her to run them in here and let us see them. But all of the cards were $9.81 a piece. That was their clearance price, and you got 35 count, and each one has a different greeting inside, and also the envelopes have designs and stuff on them. So I was happy with that for a 35 count, because I know what I paid for Christmas cards this year. Of course, we did do custom Christmas cards, and I only got 20, and it was a whole lot more than $9. So I thought those were pretty. So I decided to go ahead and make that investment. All right, y'all. This kind of goes with my Nutcracker theme, and I actually got this ribbon before I bought these Nutcrackers, but Sam's had their 50-yard spools of ribbon. So that's 150 feet of ribbon. That's a lot. $4. So this was the big score today. $4 for 150 feet of ribbon. And y'all look. So I'm seeing a Nutcracker tree in our future. Somewhere in the house. Not our main tree. But so that's so cute. Or maybe I'll make a bow for our wreath on the front door, and it'll match back to these guys. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. So anyway, that was my fun find of the day. And then the other thing from Sam's that we got, they had these, this thing is huge. Let me see if I can get it in the shot. They had these anti-fatigue cushion mats, like to go in front of your sink. You see how large that is? How thick it is? $9.87, I think is what they were. Anyway, they were clearance in these. I'm excited to be able to use this in the kitchen, and I won't have to, sometimes you stand in the sink or you stand in the kitchen for a long time, and this will give us nice cushion to do that. So go check that out at your Sam's Club, because they have plenty of hours, and that's probably something that will be on sale, I guess, for a little bit. I found something I forgot to show you. I also got some wrapping paper at Hobby Lobby, regular $9.99, 60% off, made it $4. It's 100 square feet, so it's quite a large roll. But I had vowed not to get any wrapping paper unless I absolutely love it. So this one qualified. I thought it was so pretty. Very simple, kind of vintage looking. But I had to show you that before we ended the video. Thank you for joining me today for my little after Christmas haul. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and that you're still continuing to enjoy time with your family as we wrap up this year and anticipate the year to come. I've got so many ideas for the new year. I want to just sit here and chat with you and tell you all of them, but I'm going to wait because I need to kind of like get my thoughts together, write everything down on paper. You know, I really want to be a good steward of this channel and use it in a positive way to encourage you and to inspire you with lots of ideas for the home. I'm also thinking of other things to add in content-wise. So I'm going to be in prayer about all that, but I know that great things are headed your way for 2025. And so I'll probably see you one more time between now and the end of the year. So until then, remember to live simply, use what you have, enjoy the moments you've been given, and I will see you all in the next one.